Okay, these are all comics by Sina Sparrow, and I don't know if I can say the name. I've heard that if you say certain words in the first minute of YouTube, it'll you know tell you off. So this is AF by Sina Sparrow, and this is issues 1 and 2. There were only ever issues 1 and 2, and then all this is other stuff which we're going to get into and see if YouTube takes it down, because there's a lot of stuff in those comics and in these comics. So no one ever puts dates really in their comics of when this came out, but yeah, I do think this was 2012. This actually came out, and it basically follows Cena hooking up with guys and going out to clubs and running his club nights in London. He's UK based, and these have such a I always go back to these and read these like all the time. I really think that these two AFs should be collected together. I never wanted them to end. Like, I wanted 10 more issues. So it just has there's so much humor and sadness with them. It's kind of longing for connections with people and always coming up empty with that. Yeah, his friend is so funny, just talking about hooking up with people, and just these remind me of a lot of friends I had around the time. Just getting to hear like just the best stories. But now I'm old and a boomer, so I only talk to people about like paying their bathroom and sorting out their mortgage. Of course, I don't hang out with my John Waters friends anymore. Yeah, so I really like that there's kind of a mix of diary comics and like these sketchbooks. They're just I know it gets said a lot in comics, but these are so honest and endearing. And we've talked quite a lot over the years, actually, and yet we've never been in the same room together for whatever reason. And as you can see with like the big pile of comics I showed at the start, like he really made a lot of comics, and there's one or two that aren't in this collection. Like this one, the first issue of this has now come out, but I don't have that with me. I'll flick through this a bit faster. So he's certainly put his time into comics, and now I don't know if it's not where he's at in his life right now, but I would love it if he started to make more of these AFs. Even like with this, like, this is so heavy on the text, but it's just got such a genuine feel of this arty guy who maybe at times wants to be a bit of a hipster, but it's never try hard. I feel like when this stuff was coming out, like Tumblr comics was really big and webcomics, and so much of it was really not my thing. And sometimes it can feel like all the cool cartoonists are not in the UK, and then something like this comes along and yeah, it's just blew my mind. And there's such a change even in issues 1 to 2. Like where Sparrow's at in his life. This feels kind of like he's grown up a bit and knows who he is a bit more. I always thought this would make an amazing t-shirt or some like posters, like just that image, an art fag on a pink t-shirt. Yeah, that would just be perfect. And these are these aren't, well, some are comics and some are more like pin-ups. This is with another guy, and yeah, we're gonna find out if YouTube takes this down or not. Got to be honest, it's Sparrow's artwork that really interests me. I think it just feels like he's on his laptop late at night watching certain videos or films and just pausing it and illustrating like the still image. Like that title's so good. The mysterious element of beauty. Like sentences like that, I feel like just kind of summarize the feel that Sparrow carries with his work. And a lot of this touches on just, misconnections of two people separately sat alone in a cafe, just wanting a human connection, but these misconnections that everyone experiences. These are definitely like, well, I would say young people comics, but at any age really, like everyone's looking for connection and touch. Do we go through this one? Do I have multiple copies? No. Very identical. I think there's a few more Dirty Minds. It's a different edition of an art fag. Same contents, just a different edition, slightly different colours. This one's quite chunky. Oh, I should probably have said at the start, these are gay comics, so if you don't like gay comics, you might not like these. In case you couldn't tell by 10 minutes in. I guess if you're watching this now, you are not, you don't have an issue with this. Such a funny description for himself. But yeah, he used to put on these club nights. I always wanted to get down to one, and I was in like a queer punk band at the time, and we would sometimes play London, but just the timing never connected. That's a really great one. How he's not had like a gallery show, I just don't understand why. We'll do this one last, actually. One more Dirty Mind. Oh, maybe that's a duplicate as well. And yeah, finally, Pretty Boys Ignore You. Yeah, and Sparrow just makes these really valid, fair observations about the gay scene. And his experiences in that. It's kind of like is endearing because it feels like something you would do at like art school. Yeah. So there you have it. The beautiful, poetic, pornographic work of Sina Sparrow. Thanks.